It started off in Grafton. By the end I was laughing as the sun started to beat. I whacked my jandals on my feet. My favorite shirt, my trusted shades, couple of beers for the way. I had a feeling in my bones was gonna be a cracker day. Down by the on-ramp, morning traffic, suits and skirts, drinking coffee, surviving havoc. There was a guy standing there, thumb out, big dreadlocks in his hair, tying it back, tidying himself up, tucking his shirt in. Learned he was a decent guy with the same intention. He was German. We agreed he goes first for obvious reasons, but if driver agreed and there was room, we'd both squeeze in. Which is what happened when the white van pulled up. Mr. Driver was cool, and with his permission, Mr. German rolled up. About half an hour later, he took a little detour, said there's something I'm gonna grab. I've been this way before, had someone he had to find. If we wouldn't mind, we said it didn't matter. He picked up some green tobacco. As we were headed south down Bombay Hills, Mr. Driver informed he had to head east. This was the end of our acquaintance, so we jumped out appreciative in the least. In accordance with his nature, said, here's a token, take it with you. We wandered south on Highway 1, picking a new spot thumb. Trucks and cars driving past, speed limit increased ahead. Done pretty good for time, we chose to chill a bit instead. We were both pretty happy, we had his wacky backy. It felt only right as I pulled out the lighter that we pay tribute to Mr. Driver. I had to wait a little longer than Harry's sidekick from Cologne. Things were a bit more chill, now I was thumbing on my own. I realized from the beginning he wasn't the full shilling. I noticed at a glance, so I let him know in advance the gas tank needed filling. Traveling south at reasonable knots, we approached Huntley. I was happy with this, as by now I was bloody hungry. To accommodate these two issues, we stopped in at the BP, departing minutes later with a tank full of diesel and 3 pies full of steak and cheese. Back out on the road, I spotted in the distance on the side of the road. I knew in an instant it was a German. He was sitting in a flex bush on his arse next to the railway. At a junction he was sleeping as we gave way to a black and yellow truck from Pack and Save. I didn't want to wake him as we proceeded to overtake him. I can still see his face, it's something you can't replace. Was a picture of happiness and content, the feel of satisfaction you couldn't dent. 2 hours after I first jumped in, we rolled into Hamilton. First leg complete, as I proceeded to unseat. I tried to thank said driver though all I could do was grin. I'm pretty sure he understood how grateful I was to him. Well, on my way, but 2 hours short of destination, grabbing my bag, I turned my feet and set my beads on Highway 3. I reached into my pocket just to check I hadn't lost it, bulletproof and safe within. I blame it all